Coming up tonight, the Birds flew south to Washington.
So I want to congratulate once again, and let me just say, fly, Eagles, fly, right?
Of course, that was after a busy weekend in Green Bay.
With the 31st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jihad Campbell, linebacker, Alabama.
And for once, we show you the fans how we have fun with sports.
Wow, that was embarrassing.
So let's get this week started on the right foot. What time is it?
From Fox 29 News, this is the Phantastic Sports Show.
And it's a fantastic Monday here at Fox 29. Devin Caney joins us again. She's everywhere. Devin,
yeah.
This weekend you were on WIP with Ruben Amaro, and then
was.
back with us, and then WIP this morning, and then
now back with you.
Are you making hoagies at Fink's during the day as well? Is that
yeah, and in between I was playing baseball with Jamie Apodi up with Ruben Amaro as well.
Right. So
just kidding, I wasn't actually doing that.
It's a championship Monday, Devin. Another one, and so the Eagles there in D.C. Home of the Commanders, who are getting a new stadium. Nice to see Josh Harris.
Big day for DC.
I know. So that's coming up here. We're going to talk about the Eagles' big trip down south here as we are on deck. Plus, a big draft. I don't know about big. It was a draft.
It was a meat and potatoes draft.
Yeah, well, we should grade the Eagles here without really knowing exactly how this thing's going to play out.
I know. I appreciate your honesty there.
Yeah.
Who really knows?
Who knows?
We'll
I know.
talk about it.
And and I got caught being a fan this weekend on my home camera, and I'm sharing it with you guys. Jamie Apodi, you see that swing? My God. Ted Williams is rolling around in his grave looking at that baseball swing.
Look, she did better than I would have, I will tell you that.
So that's what's on deck. We got a lot coming up here. It's going to be a fun show, so stay with us, 215-915-PHAN. I called it the Fanny, and Devin looked at me like, what are you talking about?
Please never call it that again.
That's what Breland says.
I want to congratulate once again, and let me just say, fly, Eagles, fly, right?
And welcome in.
Oh.
Welcome, Jamie Apodi. It's Jamie Apodi Monday.
Jam.
Jam. So, I guess I'll start here with this Championship Monday. It was great to see this such a buttoned-up organization unbutton for a day, let their guard down, and just enjoy one more time a moment in the sun. Well-deserved for this team. I know, right?
Literally in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better than cloudy.
Right.
You know what? It was better than the last time they were at the White House because they weren't at the White House.
They didn't go.
Yeah.
I had to go to
There
that
you
one.
go. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait,
Even though they weren't there?
Yes. So I was at the
gate or whatever.
The celebration,
Yep.
whatever they called it. Celebration of America, I think that's what they called
Yep.
it, if I remember right. And it was very awkward because the Eagles were not there.
Yeah.
And I was there, and President Trump at the time, there was some tension between him and the team.
Yeah.
So it was very nice to see this time that the guys that did go were celebrated, and it seemed like a nice little, like you said,
and it was
sunny
all about
celebration.
football. Not a word of politics was mentioned. It was just all about celebrating this iconic football team in our city, an iconic season. Saquon front and center there. All the coaches, I believe, were there, along with Nick Sirianni and the brass of the team. I wanted Trump to put the jersey on.
It looked a little small, though.
Yeah, I think so.
But it also could be because Lane Johnson is holding it. So anything might look small when Lane Johnson is standing next to it.
Did you guys see Dallas Goedert with his teammates? He's looking good. Like he's just like, maybe.
He's like, hey, they
again.
didn't draft a tight end.
Yeah.
I guess
I'm still here.
I'm hanging out.
Where am I going?
But we'll talk about that next. But the longer we go without a tie end, the more it looks like he's staying.
Yeah, which I'm
let's
okay
hope. Just a good moment though. Fun, Big Dom. If you know Big Dom, he doesn't really like the attention.
No,
it seems like he does, but he doesn't. And so the funny thing is at the parade and now at this is to call him up to the podium and do his
People
speech.
love forcing him to talk.
His speeches though, short and sweet, baby.
Well, he's become a caricature of himself.
I know.
Almost.
Yeah.
So it's pretty neat. I mean, he's a legend in this town. He's a legend in the country.
No doubt.
He is.
He's a United States legend.
Speaking of legends, let's hear from the fans.
What's up, guys? Dalton Holland here from 302 Birds, checking in with Joe Donahue from Bird's Nest Media, and we are at the nation's capital celebrating the Philadelphia Eagles. Joe, what has this experience been like today?
This was honestly just a great day to celebrate the Philadelphia Eagles and their accomplishment winning Super Bowl 59. It's one of the last times that this team is going to be together. It's this and then the ring ceremony, and that's really going to be it. And it was just a beautiful day, made even more powerful by the presence of the Philadelphia Eagles, who truly today were America's team.
Oh, throwing some salt in the wound for the Dallas fans right there. I don't know if I can one-up that, but the only thing I got to say is what an honor. As always, God bless, go Birds. Joe Donahue and Dalton Holland checking out.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Like the shade thrown at Dallas, and you always got to sprinkle it in.
They mentioned one more iconic moment, the ring ceremony at the first home game, I would imagine, right? That's usually what they do. Or will it be before then? I don't know.
I don't know.
Well,
actually.
we'll figure that out. There will be another event, and that is the Saquon statue, and it's going to be of him reverse hurling.
You already have that built.
In my head.
Oh, I was like, is that?
No,
Did
but now
I
you think-
miss that one? Because I didn't know that they announced
right
it.
next to Philly.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, don't you think that's the statue?
Yeah,
If
but,
there was a
hear me
statue
out,
for
hear me
this,
out.
okay.
Don't you think the Philly kind of cursed Doug Peterson and his?
Yeah,
Wait,
maybe
so-
don't. I say maybe don't go statue.
Yeah, like
Gosh.
maybe wait a little,
Man.
until you build a
Later.
statue.
A reverse hurdle statue of that move. Doesn't that symbolize the year?
In which
Yeah.
case, wait.
Isn't that the moment?
So are we having a statue every time the Eagles win the Super Bowl?
I mean,
is that no? I'm just curious. Like, let's say this becomes a dynasty, which we all hope it is. Are we putting all these statues in a row?
Are we going overboard with statues?
That's what I'm
I
curious.
mean, I think it'd be kind of cool, but I also think maybe you should wait
But wait a minute.
a little.
This is the greatest
maybe
Eagles
do a Brandon
team.
Graham statue because he retired.
Nah.
But then you got to do a Kelsey statue. You don't have one of those.
I think now we're going overboard.
Yeah, now we're doing.
I'm just
too
saying,
many statues.
if this is the greatest Eagles team of all time, then shouldn't they have a statue?
But then the next Eagles team to be great for some reason or other, who could even be a greater team because we don't know, because this is the greatest team of all time now, but we don't know what the future holds.
Right.
Is there another statue? And then how many statues do we have?
One of the
And
greatest.
then it's just a parking lot full of statues.
And then
What-
where do
what
we
you-
where do we tailgate?
Exactly.
It's going to be a problem.
And then opposing fans dress the statues in their gear and curse
then curse
themselves.
themselves.
Correct.
It's going to happen.
It's going to be a disaster.
all
I
right.
don't like your idea.
All
You're
right.
out.
Owner Jeffrey Lurie on this iconic day.
It's truly an honor to be here. I remember as a little boy the championship teams that came to the White House, and I never dreamed we'd be able to, have a team and be as good as this. And this was a dominant team with incredible culture, everything we all believe in as the best human values: selflessness, humility, teamwork, talent, discipline, everything that we all strive for, this team incorporated. So thank you for the hospitality today, and go Birds.
Yeah, and did you see Vic Fangio back there? I don't even think he's listening. I think he's thinking about how he's going to make Jahad Campbell an edge.
Yeah, probably.
How am I going to convert our first-round pick? That's what he's thinking about. All right, so go vote. Let's talk about this. Which moment from this? Because there were a lot of laughs during this. Was it the Big Dom moment from the shout-out from President Trump? Was it the Lane Johnson speech, Saquon Barkley front and center, or the fans? I heard some Eagles chants there on the South Lawn as well. What was your favorite moment and the Big Dom moment? Just about half of you say that was it. Yeah?
Fair.
We agree with that?
Fair.
I
Yeah.
do.
Fans were there, though. Fans, of course, are going to show up. So a great moment there. If you want to go vote, fox29.com/go vote. We do have current Eagles news to talk about. Lots of draft picks. I've never seen so many fifth-round picks in my life. And we have no idea how this is going to play out, but I have faith, right? So we'll discuss that coming up here on the Phantastic Sports Show, 215-915-PHAN. And wait until you see in the third section Jamie Apodi swinging a torpedo bat.
You just saw it. It's terrible.
With the 31st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jahad Campbell, linebacker, Alabama.
That was the big pick, and ever since then, we've heard this sound repeatedly. You know what I'm saying?
Little cut off. We get it.
But
We get the gist.
yeah,
Is that
I'm
your
sick of it.
ringtone?
Yeah, that's my text
that's cool.
line.
I like
Exactly.
it.
Listen, Was it a good draft for the Eagles? I don't know. I hope. I think.
They're getting good grades. They're getting good reviews. Look, we're all going to be honest here and say we don't know probably over half of their picks and who they are. Or we didn't know them before they were drafted. But, like, we're not watching the tape on a fifth-round offensive lineman.
Did you have them drafting a quarterback on your bingo card?
Maybe.
Is that a sentimental pick?
I love that they did. I love that they drafted McCord, and he's a local guy, St. Joe's Prep. I love that story.
Yep.
My favorite pick, I love Jahad Campbell. I think he's going to be amazing. I do think they're going to use him more as an edge. But I also think he's versatile.
Yeah.
I love Ty Robinson from Nebraska, the defensive tackle that they took. If you watch his game film, him on the sideline, like, he is such a personality.
Oh, I love it.
just think that he is going to work really, really well in Philadelphia. It kind of seems like a funky guy. I also think he's pretty smart. So I'm hoping he works out for us.
I do too. I do think that the personality, is he going to fit the culture? I think that's got to be number one. The first question they ask themselves.
And they look for that, I think, a lot.
Yeah.
And I think they always have. And you see these guys, when they come in, you kind of learn who they are right away. And, like, I'll never forget draft the day they brought Brandon Graham in for the first time, which, again, I'm aging myself. But I had read up on his bio that he could do standing backflip. And I asked him live, can you do that? I'm like, no, wait, don't do that. But, like, he was...
I didn't know
he was about to do it?
He was about to do it. And
he would be like, okay.
Yeah, no, he was right there ready to do it. And so you're like, well, this guy's going to be a lot of fun.
Electric.
And I think a lot of the guys recently have been like that.
Yeah.
So Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, like at those drafts when I was there, they already seemed... like they'd be a great fit in this town. So, like you said, a guy like that's probably going to be great. And then Campbell, I love that he's got the local ties too. South Jersey Star and Timber Creek. And when that comes back around, that's the best. Yeah. Can you imagine? So,
fan cam.
Very exciting Eagles draft. Love what Hallie did again. Focused on the defense with the first 3 picks. First pick from Alabama, Jahad Campbell. Linebacker. What? We haven't had a linebacker in the first round since Jerry Robinson way back in the day. Great job, Eagles. Great job, Hallie. Defense. Boom, boom. Defense. Go Birds.
Hey, it's Mr. Jarrett from Mayfair Elementary, a.k.a. the Dope Teacher. What I think about the Eagles draft, I give them a solid B. We got some starters. We got some role players. Only thing that we're missing is a replacement for Dallas Goedert. I think we should address drafting a tight end for his replacement. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, Mr. Jarrett, the Dope Teacher. He teaches Mayfair elementary and middle school students the trades at a young age. And he's fantastic. So keep them coming. Have your kids, Mr. Jarrett, send in some fan cams as well.
That would be awesome.
He mentioned Dallas Goedert. I think it's a good thing they didn't draft a tight end. I think that it could mean maybe they figure out a path forward for him to stay a Bird.
I hope so. I was surprised to see that they didn't draft a tight end, but I also feel like there just wasn't one that they saw, that would be of value when they were picking. I don't know if you heard Howie Roseman speak after the draft. He was kind of asked about it, and he gave a very cold answer. But I think... I would imagine they're trying to get Dallas to agree to a lower price, is what I'm guessing. And I hope he does, because I hope he stays.
You can't get rid of Dallas Goedert without a replacement for Dallas Goedert.
Yeah.
So it feels good. It feels good to me.
Yeah, that replacement's not on the roster at the
moment.
Okay.
Jamie's dropping mics.
You know what else fell apart was Shedeur Sanders' draft place.
What was that all about? You think it's his dad? I think it's daddy issues.
I do too.
I'm going with that.
So, I don't want to harp too much on why. I just think he can either shut everyone up and have a great NFL career or
if
fade
he gets
away.
the chance. He's like the 20th quarterback on the Browns roster. So I don't know how they're going to compete for that QB1, QB2 spot. I would guess it's going to be him and Joe Flacco, but they also have Kenny Pickett. They drafted... another guy before him.
It's possible it's possible he doesn't make the team.
Yeah.
I know. I think if he does come with baggage, but at the same time, if he were that talented, and I don't believe the scouts believe he is that talented, they would have taken him. But I don't think they believe he can. Baggage, talent. Right now, the baggage was higher.
A lot of people think the Eagles were thinking about taking him.
No, because he wanted the culture to change. That's what he said. If anybody who takes me, you got to change the culture.
But
Eagles aren't changing the culture.
I am very grateful that they didn't, because we would be sitting here discussing.
The Browns jumped the Eagles, correct?
Yes, they did.
Because they thought that they were going to take.
Is there a worse place an NFL quarterback could go than the Cleveland Browns?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Either.
And you could see it on his face when he realized he was going there.
It's
maybe the Titans.
It's unfortunate.
But no, probably the Browns.
Jacksonville Jags? I don't know. The Jets. That's a good one. At least you're in a relevant city, Cleveland. I mean,
yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Kelsey brothers. Cleveland is not my fave. All right.
Not the best.
We had some fun fan moments here in the past. We were caught on camera. You were caught on camera swinging a bat. I got caught on my Ring cam cheering for my Los Angeles Kings like a fanboy. I was like, gosh, that's almost embarrassing. So that's coming up. We're going to have some fun. Devin's been caught on the Jumbotron. Were you on the Kiss cam ever?
I was never on the Kiss cam.
Okay, good.
No.
But we'll talk about it coming up. All right, welcome back to the show. Listen, we all work in the sports broadcasting business, but we were all fans and still are fans to this day. And, sometimes it's just great to be a fan and not report the game and just sit in the stands or sit on your couch and enjoy a game. It all started listen, you guys were really nice to me when the Dodgers won the World Series, and you said, okay, Jason, it's the LA Dodgers, but go ahead, live it up. But you have 5 days.
Did we say that? I'm pretty sure
some
I made
people
fun
were
of
nice
you for being a turncoat. But
I understood.
Well, I know. My LA friend over here. I've been a Kings fan my whole life, Los Angeles Kings. And Gretzky came to the Kings in '88, and I became a Kings fan. There I am in 1992 with my dad.
Look, you're
Remember
so
the Forum?
cute.
You ever go to the Forum?
I lived at the Forum.
It's like the Spectrum for LA. That's what that is. So
I miss those yellow seats.
I know, right?
I shot on the court there once.
Did you?
Yeah.
So yesterday the Kings, they were playing Edmonton, and they can't seem to beat Edmonton, and I hate Edmonton. So I'm up. It's 12:30, a late night game, and this happens.
Away from Barriere, knocked up Fiala, great play, did not go Fiala. Fiala, an incredible play, and he finishes to make it 3-1.
Your dog's the best part.
Yeah.
You scared your dog.
Because he was just sleeping, and I just had to.
And then the fact you fixed the couch is very interesting to me.
I realized
that's a good call. He gets up and
fix the I know.
The fact you went back and fixed it.
Yeah. But I was like an angry
Yeah, that was
and I
you
had
didn't
to
even
bleep out
seem that. Mm-hmm. Wait, what did something bad happen?
I bleeped out
happen?
F yeah.
Okay, so it was good. I couldn't tell from the emotion if it was bad or good.
And next to you on the couch
was my wife, who's supportive.
My point was, she didn't seem shocked at all. So you must
do
this
sat
often.
there.
Oh yeah, she just.
This must be how you watch sports.
I know. And she's a Florida Panthers fan.
Hold up, I've seen a video of your wife.
Yeah, crying because the Panthers. Yeah,
crying her eyes out.
See,
which I'm not judging.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying she's passionate too.
No doubt.
And I
her
respect
teams.
it.
Yeah.
Like I don't usually watch sports. I didn't watch sports for a lot of years with my husband because I was always covering the local team because he grew up here.
Yeah.
And I didn't know he screamed like that.
Oh, because you're usually not home.
Right. So she seemed very tuned into the fact that that's how you watch.
You got to see yourself swing a bat after swinging a bat today. Now you're able to watch yourself, and you kind of realized you have some holes in your swing?
Listen, I used to have a really nice swing, and then I had 3 C-sections, and now it looks like that. I'm not blaming my children. I do it again, but like.
So where is it? What is this?
So this is for Ruben Amaro and David Amaro's new venture. It's called Slug Ball, and it's going to be brought to stadiums all around the country. It's a really interesting concept. It's like a game, right?
Yeah.
So in the first round, you have to pull. In the second round, you have to hit up the middle. In the third round, you have to hit oppo.
Okay.
And in the fourth round, you have to hit around the world. This was me trying to hit oppo, and I hit 1.
Oh.
So I got 2 points for my
have
team.
A pitch that's outside.
You do the cool little swing. The swing thing.
The thing is, well, number one,
back.
I don't know what's going on with the whole. It's not good. Let me just say, the bat was way too heavy
So that's
for me.
a torpedo bat you're swinging.
That is a torpedo bat.
And you just don't like the way it feels.
So the Victus reps were there, and they said, I got to swing the torpedo bat.
Okay.
Because I'm a fan of all their stuff with my kids.
Yeah, good guys.
So Don Brown came in and switched my bat out to a normal bat.
Former Philly All-Star Don Brown.
And,
yes, name dropping.
Well, so Dom is my son's hitting coach.
Okay.
Actually, so
no big deal. Love that.
My son's a big deal. No, I was kidding. So Dom's phenomenal. He works with kids.
Maybe
all
he
around.
could.
He's great.
Maybe the Phillies could use him as a hitting coach.
Well, clearly I could use him after
Kevin
watching
Long,
that video, right? So if he fixed my swing by switching out the bat, then imagine what he could do for the Phils.
And then Devin, you know, we're just trying to find fan moments where you were caught on camera.
Yeah, and so this was like the first on-camera fan moment that I found, honestly, when I was scrolling up. I'm singing the song that has been retired, Dancing on My Own. But guys, doesn't this kind of make you sad? Like, this was the most fun I ever watching a sporting series of events.
Yeah.
I believe this was 2022, maybe 23.
It's too bad that
Phillies
this song gives me a
postseasons.
negative. I get mad when I hear it.
I don't have the negative.
I miss it.
I don't.
I miss it. I miss that, and like I know that we had it briefly last year, but it wasn't the same because it was like one series and they were done. I want to get back there. I need that magic.
And I think a lot
Red
of us
October.
have that same video.
Right.
Like I have that in the stands with my kids from that year. Everyone is singing. Everyone knew the lyrics. We're all singing together, and then Harry Callis comes on, and like it's the tradition. And so we need a new song like that.
We don't have Garrett Stubbs, so who's going to pick it?
Maybe Garrett Stubbs will be up here by October.
Let's hope. All right. Jamie Apodi Mondays in the books. Another one in the books. We'll see you next Monday.
Got it.
We'll be right back after this to close it out. Well, it's a good thing you weren't listening to our commercial break because we were gossiping, and that's not nice. We got to not do that. I'm the one who started it.
That's why our hair is so big. It's full of
the end zone here. Okay, grade the Eagles draft. Just give me a grade right now.
A-.
I'm going to go B+. Only because I trust Howie, and I got to believe they improved. I mean, did they address everything?
They didn't. That's why they get the minus. They didn't address every need, but they got some good players. So
all right.
I like it.
Go Birds. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.